Hello, I'm Roshan recording experiment 1 case tools. Uh, the first experiment is about creating use case diagrams. So, what are use cases? Use case diagrams identify the functionality provided by the system and users who interact with the system and the association between the users and the functionality. So here I have made use case diagram for two applications. One is library management system and a hospital management system. Let's see one by one. This is the library management system. So these two are the actors in the system, that is the user and the librarian, and there are a few use cases, and the use cases require a user the interaction of an actor. So some of the use cases doesn't requires only the interaction of one actor, whereas the other requires interaction of both the actors. So let's see. First, first is membership registration. For a user to take membership in a library, he has to interact with the library. That is why this particular use case requires interaction of both the actors. Another similar one is to rent a book or a magazine. Once the user selects a magazine, he has to approach the librarian to book it. So that again requires interaction of both the actors. Then to update or cancel membership is one created also requires both attention of both the actors. Then the user may also return the book after he's done reading or something, also to the library. Now, once registration has completed, the user may log in without the librarian's intervention. So that is why there is a login which is not associated to the librarian, and there might be a chance where the user may forget the password or something. So there is a password reset. It includes a password reset option. Then another one is to check availability of a book. The user may check the availability of a book by him or herself, like without the help of the librarian. There is another use case called the library notification system. Library notification systems are basically a system designed to, let's say the user wants a book and the book is not available right now. So once it is available, this system automatically notifies the user. So it is interacting with the user and the database. So it has no connection with the library. Then Max suggestion portal. If the user thinks that there are no some magazines or books which can be you know mm, made available in the library, he could suggest it to the library. So he can this is the portal to suggest such magazines. Now the librarian, uh, there are other functions with librarian performs without the help of user. One is to collect fines, and it includes I mean, collecting a fine can be extended to swiping cards or net banking. And the other one is checking for damage owned return. Once the user returns a book, the librarian verifies if the book is returned without any damage or something. So if there is any damage, he can collect fine later. Then another one is to purchase book or magazine either based on the suggestion from the user or by uh, is on no, he could buy or purchase a book which is to be made available in the library. Now most of the tasks are recorded and entered in the database. So that is also a function of the library, so that later if let's say a book was written by a person. Now uh, another person wants that book and he has already asked for a notification, he has requested for a notification. So once the librarian updates the database saying that the previous user has written this book, the automatic notification system notifies the users. um, yeah, that is all about this particular use case. The next one is hospital management. So here also there is another two actors. One is the patient and the doctor. So the only works the patient perform without the intervention of doctor is purchasing medications, payment of the bill, and taking medications. So bill payment also can be extended to insurance coverage. In some cases, insurance coverage covers most of the bills. That is why this use case is provided. And then uh, so there are the other cases where there is the requirement of both patient and doctor interaction for the use case. So one is patient admission for that is basically entering the details of the patient to the system and and to know about a patient. Then comes the consultation part where the doctor tries to make the initial hypothesis of the problem of the patient. Then comes disease diagnosis, patient treatment. Patient treatment is to treat the disease or monitoring the patient after diagnosis. Diagnosis are the diagnosis is the procedures required to find out to detect what is the condition the, of the patient. Then the last one is patient discharge. Once the treatment is complete, the patient may be discharged, and this will also include the discharge summary. Discharge summary is it's a record of all the information that all the data on the patient's treatment and what has to be done during discharge and the payment and everything will be there. Discharge summary. This is to be stored in the hospital for later future use. Then there are other use cases which only require the doctor's interaction. One is to schedule appointments. Scheduling appointments is done to allot or yeah provide time slots for the patients who's supposed to meet the doctor. Then another one is to perform rounds. Performing rounds performing rounds is basically done to inspect the ward to know what is going on and to keep track of everything. The risk assessment is to assess the risk involved in operations maybe or procedures that is being handled on. Then prescribing medicines to the patient. The another one is equipment checking before an operation or uh, like on a patient monitoring scenario. The doctor has to make sure the equipments are working well, and yeah, that is all. Thank you.